What if you had a brilliant assistant that could write, code, analyze, and brainstorm with you 24 hours a day, and it's free to start? That's Claude. In the next 9 minutes, I'll take you from total beginner to confident user. Let's dive in. Claude is an AI assistant built by Anthropic, a company focused on safe and reliable artificial intelligence. You can chat with it like a person, but it can also write documents, analyze data, generate working code, and help you think through hard problems. You can use Claude in your web browser at Claude AI, on your phone with the mobile app, or on your computer with the desktop app. Your conversations sync everywhere, so you can start a chat at your desk and continue on the go. Getting started costs nothing. The free plan gives you a daily allowance of messages. Paid plans unlock higher limits, bigger files, and more powerful features. My advice: start free and upgrade only when you actually hit the limits. Signing up takes about a minute. Go to Claude AI, enter your email or sign in with Google, verify, and you're in. No credit card required. You'll land in a clean chat window with a single text box. That box is where the magic happens. Let's send your first message. Try something real like, plan a weekend trip to the mountains on a budget. Notice how Claude doesn't just answer. It organizes, suggests, and asks what you'd like to adjust. Every conversation is a dialogue, not a search query. A quick tour of the interface. Your past conversations live in the sidebar, and you can search them anytime so nothing gets lost. You can rename chats, delete them, or start fresh with a single click. One topic per conversation keeps things clean and easy to find. Here's the golden rule of prompting. Be specific. Instead of, write an email, say, write a friendly 2-paragraph email to my landlord asking to fix the heating, and mention it's been broken for a week. The more context you give, the better the result. Claude can't read your mind, but it can read your context. Tell it who the audience is, what tone you want, and what format you need. For example, explain this to a 10-year-old, or summarize this as 5 bullet points for my boss. Want Claude to match your style? Show it an example. Paste a sample of your writing and say, write in this style. This works for emails, reports, social posts, anything. Examples beat descriptions every single time. Another powerful trick: give Claude a role. Say, act as an experienced hiring manager and review my resume. Or, you're a tough negotiation coach, poke holes in my pitch. A clear role focuses the advice and raises the quality instantly. For tricky problems, ask Claude to think step by step. Say, walk me through this decision one factor at a time. Breaking work into steps dramatically improves accuracy on math, logic, and planning tasks. Here's what beginners miss. The first answer is a draft, not the final product. Say, make it shorter. Make it funnier. Add a counterargument. Each follow-up refines the result. Treat Claude like a collaborator you're coaching, not a vending machine. You can also control the format of every answer. Ask for a table comparing 3 options. Ask for a numbered checklist you can print. Ask for a script, a poem, or plain paragraphs with no bullet points at all. If you can describe the shape, Claude can deliver it. Now, let's talk about artifacts, one of Claude's best features. When you ask for a document, a web page, or code, Claude opens it in a separate panel beside the chat. You can watch it build in real time, then copy, download, or keep editing. Try this. Ask Claude to create a simple interactive quiz about world capitals as a web page. Seconds later, you have a working app you can actually click through, right inside the chat. No coding knowledge required. You can also upload files. Drop in a PDF contract and ask, what are the risks here? Upload a spreadsheet and ask for trends. Upload a photo of a broken appliance and ask what part you need. Claude reads documents and images. On your phone, you don't even have to type. Tap the microphone and just talk. Describe the email you need while walking the dog, or brainstorm dinner ideas from the grocery store aisle. Voice input turns dead time into productive time. If you use Claude for ongoing work, create a project. Projects hold your files and instructions, so every new chat already knows the background. Set up a project for your business, your studies, or your novel, and stop repeating yourself. Inside a project, you can add custom instructions, like always answer in Spanish, or always use British spelling, or keep answers under 200 words. Claude follows those rules in every conversation in that project. Claude can also search the web when you need current information. Ask about today's news, prices, or recent events, and it will look things up and cite its sources. Always click through and verify anything important. One more setting worth knowing: the model picker. Claude comes in different versions. Some are faster and great for everyday questions, others are more powerful for complex work like coding or deep analysis. Start with the default and experiment when you're curious. Let's run through real workflows. Number 1, email. Paste a long thread and say, draft a polite reply that declines the meeting but proposes 2 alternatives. 10 seconds, done. People save hours a week on email alone. Number 2, learning. Studying for an exam. Paste your notes and say, quiz me with 10 questions, one at a time, and explain what I get wrong. Claude becomes a patient tutor that never gets tired. Number 3, writing. Blog posts, resumes, cover letters, wedding speeches. Give Claude the raw material, the audience, and the tone, then iterate. A strong cover letter that used to take an evening now takes 15 minutes. Number 4, data. Upload a spreadsheet of your expenses and ask, where is my money going and what are 3 realistic ways to save? Claude crunches the numbers and explains them in plain English. Number 5, code. Even if you've never programmed, you can build things. Describe the tool you wish existed, like a calculator for splitting rent by room size, and Claude writes it as a working artifact right in front of you. Number 6, meal planning. Tell Claude what's in your fridge, your dietary goals, and your budget, and ask for a week of dinners with a shopping list. It will even adjust recipes for picky eaters or allergies. Sunday planning drops from an hour to 5 minutes. Number 7, interview prep. Paste the job description and your resume, then say, interview me for this role, 1 question at a time, and give me honest feedback after each answer. It's a mock interviewer available at midnight before the big day. And number 8, travel. Give Claude your dates, budget, and interests, and ask for a day-by-day itinerary with local food spots and backup plans for rain. Then refine it. More museums, fewer crowds, kid-friendly. Your travel agent never sleeps. Now, the common mistakes. First, vague prompts. Help me with my business gets you generic advice. Give me a marketing plan for my dog grooming studio in a small town with a $200 budget gets you gold. Second, trusting blindly. Claude is powerful, but not perfect. It can make mistakes, especially with very recent events or precise figures. Verify facts that matter and use web search for anything time-sensitive. Third, quitting after 1 try. If an answer misses the mark, don't start over. Steer. Say, closer but make it more formal. Or, you misunderstood, I meant this. Course correcting is faster than restarting, and Claude uses the whole conversation. A quick word on privacy. Treat Claude like any online service. Don't paste passwords, and be thoughtful with sensitive personal or company data. Check your workplace policy before uploading work documents. Common sense goes a long way here. And know the limits. Regular chats don't automatically remember each other, so use projects for continuity. Claude's built-in knowledge has a cutoff date, so use web search for anything recent. Knowing what a tool can't do is half of using it well. 1 power tip before we wrap. Ask Claude how to use Claude. Seriously, describe your job or your goal and ask, what are 10 ways you could save me time this week? It will design your workflow for you. Second power tip, build a prompt library. When a prompt works brilliantly, save it in a note. Your best prompts for emails, reports, and planning become reusable templates. Within a month, you'll have a personal toolkit that makes every task faster. Where to go from here? Just start. Pick 1 real task from your day, an email, a plan, a document, and do it with Claude instead of alone. 10 minutes of hands-on practice beats an hour of tutorials. You'll be surprised how fast it clicks. Quick recap. Be specific. Give context and examples. Iterate instead of restarting. Use artifacts for documents and apps, projects for ongoing work, and file uploads for analysis. Master those basics, and you're ahead of 90% of users. That's your complete beginner's guide. Tomorrow we go deeper with prompting techniques that make Claude twice as useful. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.